Well, the mix is everything to the track because it's as a producer, it's a interesting job because you got to be able to produce to provide a satisfaction to the executive producer, to the artist audiences. So a lot of times you got to get to know the artists and try to create that environment that they're happy with, which it tells their story and it leaves a digital or musical imprint that they can work with. Um, a lot of times, a lot of times in dancehall, when I work a lot of times with dancehall artists, because they work in the dancehall so much, when you do like independent stuff, it's fine. But sometimes when you're working like stuff that go on a major label, back in the day, there was always this big concern about how hard you can go with the music, how hard you can push it. And I remember, to this day, Shinehead might never forgive me. We did a record with Shinehead, and I mixed the record, and the record company was like, I like it, but it's a little bit too hard for radio to sound. So we remixed it, got it what it's supposed to be. I remember Shinehead come and say, boss, you mess up my tune, you take out the bass. And up to this day, every time I see him, he's like, yo, you mess up my tune with the bass. But at that time, it was given for broadcast quality. So when you're mixing, sometimes you got different audiences you got to suit. Now that we have a much more wide expansion digital age and a space where we can make things pretty much change of a pattern, it's much easier. Like if I'm mixing something or doing a song like I was working on earlier, which is going to go some for television, it's a different setup than if I'm going to do for radio or for like a club. You know what I mean? So you just got to know your artist, know what's required, and you try to fill all those gaps the best way you can. When it comes to mastering, that's not something it's something I would like to do down the road, but there's so many great guys who do mastering, and it's a really critical technique. It takes a lot of ear training, and there's a lot of online services now that provides mastering, but for the real, it's not something I would put down, but for an upcoming artist who just want to get something online so people hear their work, it's fine. But if you're going to really do high-end, high-definition, detailed stuff, you really should recommend that you go with a proper mastering person.
Well, let me hear you say mountain.